That most whimsical time, known as summer, is upon us. That beautiful magical season I dream about in winter, but then when it gets here I feel hot and gross and there's too many flies and I'm not half as motivated as I think I'll be. I have a problem. I buy too many art supplies and then they don't get used because I have so many I don't have time to use them all. So don't let me buy any more art supplies for a while. If anybody would like to gift me some, I will accept that, but please don't let me buy any more. One thing I bought that I sort of didn't need, but sort of did, because to be fair, this is something I sort of didn't have. I mean, technically, I have a watercolor palette, but not like this one. Anyway, so I got this watercolor palette, and I'm really not sorry I did, though, because it is super nice and not a bad price, and I was surprised that it's actually pretty airtight, because I had it open half the day, and thought all my colors would be completely dried out, and when I opened it again the next day, they weren't. Some of these colors I bought years ago and I never opened them, and so a few of these I bought recently to sort of complete my palette, and honestly I just selected stuff that looked good because I really don't know what colors I actually need. But after filling the palette, I worked on this little beetle and goofed around with some other things, and I think these colors are probably more than enough for me for now. So back in my very first vlog, when I decided I was going to start making art videos for YouTube, I said I was going to create a curriculum for myself, or some kind of course of study. And I'm wondering if you can guess how well I stuck to that plan. If you guessed that I didn't, then you would be correct. So as far as art stuff goes, lately I've just been trying to get my act together. But a curriculum aside, I kind of haven't made any actual vlogs for a while now. So I'm hoping to get back into that. And hopefully that will also somewhat get me back on track. I also bought this watercolor sketchbook because, you know, I can't resist a Master's Touch 40% off sale. I probably didn't need this, but I got it anyway, and now I have it, and there's no turning back. So I sort of played around with this wash, and then I had to go do something else, so I didn't complete that yet. So I've known that coloring can be a really relaxing thing for people, but I recently learned that coloring mandalas are especially relaxing because of the repetitive geometric abstract shapes. So even though I'm not much of a colorer myself, or I haven't been, I started designing some color sheets in Procreate using the symmetry tool, and it's been really fun and relaxing to do that. I also started testing these, and I realized I need to go bigger with some of the designs because a lot of the designs are too small and maybe a little too intricate to color without getting outside of the lines, so that's not very relaxing. But I am going to put these on my Ko-fi page. They will be free, of course, to download, and I'm going to try to design some more that are a little more easy to color, so hopefully I'll have some of those up soon. I don't know, but you should follow me so you will be alerted as to when those do get posted. Speaking of designing, the other thing I want to be focusing on now is designing things for the fall and Halloween season. I took a poll, and I know some of you are not fans of spooky season, which I get, but I do want to design some fall stuff, particularly fabric, which is something that I use myself, and I also sell it through a website called Spoonflower, which, if you don't know, is basically a print-on-demand fabric company. And their stuff is really high quality, and I'm not telling you this to get you to go buy my stuff. I just really enjoy designing those types of products, and I think it's a cool way for artists to make a passive income. So let me know if you would be interested in a video about designing for fabric. I'm also thinking about stickers and maybe some other fun stuff, mostly for myself, but we'll see. Anyway, I worked on this pumpkin guy, but that's about as far as I've gotten so far. So back to that whole study plan. What I think I'm realizing is that I'm not struggling because I don't have a curriculum. I'm struggling, I think, because I don't have a deadline for specific tasks. So my new goal is to do a sketchbook spread each day, and that can be whatever, at least a spread each day. I can do more. I'm not going to limit myself, but I need to do that at minimum. I've been working on actually putting together some Pinterest boards for reference materials, so check that in the link below. I don't know the status on each of these. I don't know if they're what kind of licensing they have, so they're only meant to be for your personal study. So I'm going to try that for a week or two and then reevaluate and see if I need to change my plan. I'd love to know what you are struggling with as an artist. I still have a lot of things I want to talk about in more essay type videos, but it's just a matter of putting my thoughts together in a coherent way. More of that to come, but also I hope to do more vlogs because that's kind of really what I wanted to start out doing. I don't know, but we'll see where it goes. Anyway, I hope you're well, and I hope to talk with you again soon, and just take care of yourself.